Greetings from the Arcturians and Arcturian 144 here. This is a message for the US President Trump. President Trump, since you've become the most powerful man in the world again, but since you've become and since you are the most powerful man in the world right now, that doesn't mean that you can just run amok. So, God has a message for you. God wishes to talk to you through me, because I am God incarnate here on earth too. And I see that you are into religion and God, right? So you better listen to God coming through me and talking to you through me right now. It'll be better for you if you actually pay attention this time. It'll be better for you if you are all ears. Listen carefully to what I'm saying and what God is saying to you through me. And you better listen this time, and you better listen carefully. And you better pay attention, and you better take me seriously, and you better take God seriously. So you think because you're the most powerful man in the world right now that you can just run amok, that you can just do as you please, that you can just, now be another Putin and start destroying the world too, and start dividing the world too, and the land of the world, of planet Earth, because it's not yours to take. It belongs to planet Earth, Mother Gaia, Mother Earth. Any land on this planet belongs to planet Earth, Mother Earth, Mother Gaia. Not you, President Trump, and not to President Putin either. And I have already said this before, previously, in one of my previous videos to President Putin. But I'm sure you're not really paying attention to me. You're not really taking me seriously, especially you men, and especially you men who are sitting in a seat of power. So of course you're not going to take me seriously. Of course you're not going to take a woman seriously. But you will now. Because God is coming for you, President Trump, through me. As I said, I am God incarnate too. So God is coming for you through me. And I'm getting President Putin as well. Oh. Will he be getting a visit shortly too? Oh well, maybe. We'll see. But right now, I'm talking to you, President Trump, and God is talking to you. And the Arcturians, your star family, my star family, our soul family, the Arcturians, we are all talking to you right now. Because Who do you think put you back in that seat of power? Who do you think put you back in power? And why? And I have said this before a couple of times in my previous videos by now, but I am going to repeat myself here because repetition is needed here so you can understand what's going on here. And so you can understand what's going on with you, President Trump. So that's why I am having to do this message, because you need to understand what's going on here, and you need to understand what's going on with you through a human like me, because I am also human right now too, because I am in human form. I am incarnated in human form right now. So you need to hear this through a human, in human language, so you can understand what's going on here and what's going on with you, President Trump. This is why I'm doing this message. So you can understand. So, who put you back in power? It was not the American voters. It was not your billionaire friends. It was not that generous donation from Elon Musk that put you back in power. Oh, no, no, no. It was me who put you back in power. It was the Arcturians who put you back in power. It was God who put you back in power. So you can come back in power, be the most powerful man in the world, and fix the problems that are going on in the world and that have been long-standing, because they have been going on for a very, very long time and they need fixing. That's why we put you back in power, to fix them. Especially, in particular, President Putin and the Russia-Ukraine war, because it can lead to a third world war and a nuclear war on top of it, which we don't want to happen. And look at what you're doing. You've been put back in power by us, and you decide to become another Putin, another Netanyahu, and you are choosing to be another Putin, another Netanyahu. That's not why we put you back in power, President Trump. And I am saying this repeatedly at this point in my video messages to you. So it sinks in, or so that it starts sinking in, because we need you to listen. We need you to listen to us, to me, the Arcturians, God, and all the other galactics. We need you to listen to us. We need you to listen. So are you listening now? Are you all ears now? Are you paying attention now? Are you going to take me seriously now? Or are you going to be needing another visit from me in your dream state? Because I just gave you a visit in your dream state. And that was not just me. That was God coming at you through me. Do you understand, President Trump? That was God coming at you through me, because I am God incarnate as well. And that's what God incarnate means. And that's what being God incarnate means. Do you understand? Because that was God coming at you through me. Because God is on your ass right now. Because we are not going to let you be another Putin and another Netanyahu and run amok and destroy the world some more. And divide up the world some more. No, we will not allow it. And we will not let it happen. That's why we are all coming at you this hard. And that's why God is coming at you through me too. God. Do you understand? You better start understanding now. You better start having some understanding of what's going on here and what's going on with me and what's going on with you. You better start having an understanding of that now, because I am giving you an understanding of what's going on in a human manner, in human language that you can easily understand. Because you, President Trump, you are under God's judgment right now. You are under judgment right now. And that's why God is coming at you through me. And that's why we just gave you a visit in your dream state. Because you are under God's judgment. And this is exactly why you and other world leaders or politicians, world politicians who are watching me, and everyone else who is watching me must start taking me seriously now. Because what do you think? What do you people think? And what do you men think? Especially you men in power. You think just because you have power here on earth that you can just run amok. That you can just do as you please. That God's not gonna come for you. Yeah, well, now you will see that God exists. And God is here through me. And you will see it because President Trump, you've just witnessed it. You've just experienced God coming at you through me. Because that's what it was. Because let me take you back in time a bit. And you probably don't even remember this by now. That is, if you were even really paying attention even back then. Because this is going back to before you became president again. And I was doing video messages for you here on my channel. And I was seeing you go through all that court struggle, all the court cases, and all the struggle that you were going through because of that, and all the public humiliation that you were going through because of that. And I felt bad for you. And I didn't even have to say a word to God. But God was watching me. And God could see how bad I was feeling for you. And I was talking to God. I mean, I didn't say any specific words to God as in, oh God, please forgive him or anything like that. But I was talking to God, and I was talking to God about you, and God could see how bad I was feeling for you. You going through all that, and you going through so much public humiliation. And so what did God do? God forgave you for your sins. Let's just say. Because that's the expression. That's how the expression goes, right? In religious terms. Since you are, into religion and God. So, at that time, God told me to give you a message and let you know that it's okay, that God has forgiven you. And I did give you that message in one of my previous videos, going back before you became president. But I'm sure you weren't paying me any attention even back then. I'm sure you weren't taking me seriously even back then. So I'm sure you probably don't even remember. How could you forget something that important? Unless you do remember, I don't know, but you probably don't by now. But that was something important. And that should tell you where I stand with God. Because God was giving it to me like this. Hey, you put in a good word for Trump. And so I am forgiving Trump. This is what God told me. And so God said, okay, now go ahead and give him that message from me. Let him know that I've forgiven him. And so I did. So, if I can put in a good word for you with God, if I can put in a good word for you with God to have you forgiven, then why do you think that I couldn't put in a word with God to have you under God's judgment too? Because of what you're doing after we have brought you back in power to do the world some good. But oh no, you decided to do some more damage. You are choosing to do some more damage to the world. And that's not acceptable. We will not let you do that. We will not allow you to do that. God will not allow you to do that. The Arcturians will not allow you to do that. I will not allow you to do that. It's just not happening, President Trump. What you want is just not happening. Because we will not let you join the likes of Netanyahu and Putin in destroying the world some more. Because you are one of us. Actually, Netanyahu is as well. He's an Arcturian as well. And he's not listening to us either. But maybe he'll end up watching this video message and maybe he'll start paying more attention too. Or well, let's just say that that's the hope. And we and planet Earth, Mother Gaia herself will not let you destroy this beautiful planet, her beautiful land. Not yours, not Putin's, her beautiful land. We will not let you destroy it anymore. Because planet Earth, Mother Gaia, and her name is Sophia or Sophia. She is a conscious being. She is not just some object floating in space. She is a conscious being. And you are hurting her too. Because that's the message that came from her through me in one of my previous video messages to President Putin. And now I'm repeating it here to you too, President Trump, because you need to hear it too. And let this be a reminder if President Putin ends up watching this video too. Because you're all watching. Because even though I was given the prophecy of you becoming president again in 2024 elections, and I've shared that prophecy here on my channel too, like in a past video, but even though I was given the prophecy of you becoming president again, President Trump, I was still a bit like, is this really gonna happen? And the Arcturians at that point told me, we will make it happen. You hear me, President Trump? Do you hear me? Do you understand what that means? The Arcturians said, we will make it happen. And that's the only reason you are back sitting in that seat of power. That's the only reason why you are back in power and enjoying the status of being the most powerful man in the world right now, because the Arcturians made it happen. And this is how you're repaying us. This is how you're repaying God. This is how you're repaying the Arcturians, our soul family, our star family. And this is how you're repaying me. Huh? Really? And you think you'll get away with it? No one is gonna get away with anything, especially when it comes to me. Not this time, because this is Judgment Day. That's another thing I've been saying and repeating, because people are still not getting it. People are not getting that either, that this is Judgment Day. Literally, that we are going through Judgment Day times. So no one is gonna get away with anything right now in this lifetime. Especially on my watch. Not on my watch. And not on the Arcturians' watch. And not on God's watch. So, as I said in a recent previous video or audio video. Maybe it was an audio message. But as I said in a recent video, and I'm going to repeat myself here again in case you weren't listening, you weren't paying attention, and in case you weren't taking me seriously. So I'm going to repeat myself here again. Course correct right now, President Trump, or you will be sorry. And we're going to leave it here for this one. Over and out.